Well, hey everybody. It's the moment I've been waiting for a while. We got the weather is ready for tapping, so I'm gonna go out and tap anywhere from 30 to 40. Hopefully, I don't know if I'll get them all today. I've got a lot of stuff going on. Big news is the house is just about ready. We're about a week from moving in. Haven't shared a lot of that on this channel because I don't think that's anything you come here for, but I thought it was interesting, and certainly will be a lot cooler to actually live out here. It's where I do all of my maple and some of my bee stuff, so a huge difference just coming down the driveway in your home versus trying to come out here as time allowed and in between other activities. So what I'm going to do today, like I said, I'm going to tap what I can. Let's see how far we get. Not a lot of stuff to do, but the weather has been kind of weird for us this year. I have tapped trees this late in the year before, but it's been a while. Another thing that's a little bit different, besides actually living out here at the Maple Woods, is that some of the trees are not in play anymore. Not getting into too much of the details, the septic system is the type that does spray irrigation, and so you're not allowed to produce any food for human consumption within that radius. So that's going to take some of the front out of play. Back behind the barn, there's some trees that they physically had to remove for the septic and other things. And then the last ones that won't be in play this year will be the stand that's up beside the house. They need to do the final grading and everything, and I just want to make sure that nothing that I do is in their way. So anyway, we might not have as many trees as we've had before, but that's okay. I just want to come out here and do this thing. So see my tree with the white mark, and then I don't know where the last, I'm looking, see if I can find last year's hole. I'll show it to you. Oh, here it is. You can see right here was a tap hole from a previous year. I've done this tree a few times now, and there should be more, but that's the one that we'll say was last year's. So I'll get set up and we'll get going. All right, so again, we'll say this is the last year's tap hole, and I'm using, I don't say all, but most of my taps this year are going to be this 5/16 drop tube style. I sold all of my buckets, my tree hanging buckets, to my friend Russ and his family. So thanks, Russ. I know you're watching, and appreciate you. So what we'll do is we got the 5/16 drill bit. This red tape is 2 inches from the end of the point. I probably won't go in 2 inches. That's just to tell me about how far to go. And I'll take my hand and I'll go a hand up or hand down and a hand over. So if we had this one here, this is a good spot. But one thing I want to make sure I'm looking for is how far can the tube reach. So this is my bucket. It's a 4-gallon bakery bucket. They're 4 gallons because they sell bakery products by weight. I think it's not necessarily by volume. All right, so see that takes us up here. So I'm going to go actually a little bit higher this year. All right, so I adjusted the camera, and so this is the old hole. So this tap and this tube, if we can go right here, that'll do it. So let's see what that looks like. Right there. And that's all there is to that. And then I also always sneak a jar of toothpicks out of the kitchen, and my wife doesn't watch, so I'm okay with that. Don't tell her. And I use the toothpicks, clean toothpick every time. Well, there, I didn't need to do it. The tree is flowing today. I'll give you a close-up of that. And I'll try to keep it out of the shadow too. This is the hole. And it's flowing sap today. I didn't think it would. It got down pretty cold last night. and it's not really that warm today. Oh well, that's the trees for you. I've tried to guess maple trees and they've outguessed me every time. So then, this is my great aunt Adeline's old finishing nail hammer. I like it a lot. Did you hear it? Maybe you didn't. It changed pitch, and that's when you stop. So I'll do that. I think I counted, I've got 32 of these buckets. I've got 40 of the taps. We'll get as far as we can get today. Maybe we'll run out of daylight before we run out of anything else. But it's a good sound, hearing the sap hit the bucket. So hope you found that useful or entertaining, or maybe a combination. If you have any questions, I'm no expert, but I've done it for a few years, and if you got any questions, I'd be happy to try to help. Other than that, thanks for watching.